Hi, I'm Hannah Rinaldi, and I'm the owner of Naples Compost. I'm on a mission to normalize compost. I want to make sure that everybody knows how easy it is to compost in their own backyard, as well as how easy it is to compost in your home. So today I'm here with you to share a few tips on how to do some bear-proof composting. Here in Naples, Florida, we actually have bears. Most people think of us just for sunshine and beaches, but we have a bear problem as well. Actually, I think we have a human problem. We just happen to be in bear's habitat. That seems to be a big problem for a lot of people in Naples. They don't want to compost because they're afraid that it's going to attract bears. So I have a few tips for you that will help you keep bears out of your backyard and let you compost in peace. All right, we ready? Okay, so here are some tips to keep your backyard compost from attracting bears. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your yard isn't attracting bears. So if you have any fruit-bearing trees, like we have these banana trees here, you want to make sure that you're taking away the fruit as soon as it ripens. If it falls on the ground, it's time to pick it up and you should throw it into your compost bin if it's rotting. But you do want to make sure your yard is not so much bear-friendly, but bear-proof. You don't want to be inviting bears into your yard. Now, bears love to follow the smell of good food. So for them, if they smell something in this compost bin, they're going to come to it. So in order to keep it bear-proof, you want to make sure that you're adding a lot of browns. Now, we like to add brown products, make it really easy. There are brown materials and green materials that you add to your compost bin. I like to use a 2-to-1 ratio. So every time I put greens in here, I want to put twice as much browns. And that keeps it from smelling like rotten food. It makes it smell like dirt. You want your yard to smell like dirt. You don't want it to smell like rotten food. So first tip, make sure you have a lot of browns. Newspapers, packaging material, paper bags, and even toilet paper rolls. Just shred them, to like little pieces. Put it in here on top of every single one of your green additions. I would not recommend having an actual compost pile here in Florida because that will attract not only bears but squirrels. We have panthers here. We have all sorts of little critters that you do not want in your backyard stealing your food. The other thing you want to do to keep bears away is to make sure it's properly aerated. So I don't know if you can see on this side, we have holes in this bin to allow oxygen in. Not only do you just want the oxygen to come in that way, you want to be able to turn it. So I'll show you. This is pretty easy to turn. It's a tumbler and it's meant to be easy to turn. I specifically like this one because it has 2 chambers, so when this one gets full, I can start adding food waste to this one and let this one rest, and it will turn into soil while this one is still accepting new food waste. But the 2 main things you need to do to keep bears out of your yard is to make sure it doesn't smell. Actually, just the main thing is that it doesn't smell, and the 2 ways to keep it from smelling is to add browns to this and to aerate it. If you do those 2 things, you will make sure to not have bears in your backyard. The other main thing you need to do is to have something like this, an actual compost bin. Now, are these bear-proof? I would say they're not 100% bear-proof. These are very, very light when there's no food in it. So if you don't have a lot of food in here and it's stinky, a bear could come up and pick it up and throw it. But they can't open it. It is screwed. So a bear will not be able to get into this. So I'd say it's about 80% bear-proof. A bear will not get into it, but they might mess with it if it's stinky. Really, the only way to keep bears out of your yard would be to bury your food waste, but then you're not going to get a lot of good compost material out of that. So this would be the #1 way to keep bears out of your yard. If you need more tips, check out naplescompost.com.